Greetings, my fellow eagles and the entire world. This is Eagle Emmanuel Mensah with inspirations and guidance from Eagle Helen Mensah in the unseen world, coming into your homes and your minds with a message of empowerment and enlightenment. Today is the 12th of September in the year 2024, and the Bible says this is the day the Lord has made. And for that matter, we should rejoice and be glad in it. And so I take this opportunity to invite the whole world to join me to give thanks to God for the day that He has granted unto us. And life in general, life is beautiful, life is wonderful, life is glorious. Life is God Himself, flowing through all things, including mankind. Today, I'm going to speak to you on the topic, there is infinite intelligence within and around you. I repeat, there is infinite intelligence within and around you. The world or the universe is a place of intelligence, and there is a universal presence that is behind all that we see. And this presence is everywhere, and is in everyone, and is accessible to everyone. But unfortunately, only a few people that are aware of this, and therefore they are able to connect themselves or just work in alignment or go with the flow of this intelligence. And therefore, they are able to do things. They are able to work out things. And then the majority who are ignorant about this will only stand up or stand there and then proclaim, oh, this person is so intelligent. Oh, he is endowed. God has blessed this person with this or that. But as a matter of fact, God never shortchanged anyone. And God will never deny anyone access to the intelligence that He is. And so today, my job is to bring your attention to this. And we will begin to look at things from a different perspective. The ordinary people, the majority of the human population, are only looking at things from the wrong side, or having a wrong perception about things. And therefore, what we do is we create pain and suffering on ourselves. So you are an intelligent being. And the reason why you are an intelligent being is that you are the individualization of the consciousness. All the energy, the spirit, that you call God. And this energy, spirit, or consciousness, knows everything. And it is the source of everything. And so, there is nothing that human beings are creating as new things. But only men and women are only connecting themselves. And they cooperate with this intelligence. And such that the intelligence uses them as outlets to bring things out. And this, no one is denied. And the first thing that our Creator has done to make sure that all of us will have access to this intelligence is giving us a mind. And so we can only say a human being is shortchanged or denied of something only when there is someone who has been born without brains or has no access or cannot think. But with the exception of few people who arrive in this world with some kind of deformity due to malformation, almost every human being, those of us that are on earth here or that have ever lived and are complaining or have ever complained about the availability or the lack of this or that, Everyone had a mind, and we still have mind. That is why we are able to do that. And since you have a mind, that means it is your responsibility, it's your duty to connect to the intelligence that you are and allow this intelligence to animate you and to bring things out. And so, the moment you confront a problem, you only have to have the right mental attitude and then approach the problem, the situation from the right, well, with the right mental attitude. And that is by aligning yourself with this intelligence. And so when you do that, you will be connected to the stream of wisdom, the stream of knowledge. And once you are connected to this stream of wisdom or the intelligence that you are, God or your higher self, everything that you need to know, everything that you need to have in order for you to do whatever you're desiring to do will flow into your existence, will flow into your mind. And if you follow your impulse and urges, everything will come out perfectly. And then the people around you who are ignorant about what you are doing will say, you are blessed, you are favored. But not that you are favored over them. It's just that they are not aware of who they are and what they possess. And so God is everywhere. And as I referenced the words of Voltaire the other day, that God is a circle whose center is everywhere, but the circumference nowhere. That is a fact. Everything that you are looking for, whatever you are doing, God is the center of it. And that is the intelligent, infinite intelligence we are talking about. That infinite intelligence is everywhere. It's everywhere that you can find yourself on earth here. And as soon as you open yourself and work cooperatively with this infinite intelligence, you become wise, you become knowledgeable, you download things from this intelligence, and then you bring it into the outer world and they become new and revolutionary things. And so our life is like a computer that has been connected to a server. Those of us that knows how this thing works will find it so easy to understand. And a computer that is hooked to a server with all connections intact, no interruption. It is just a matter of a click, then everything is downloaded onto your computer. But when the connection is not proper, or there is a disturbance in the connection, sometimes when you click, you just see the symbol rolling, and then you get a message that what you are downloading, it will take hours. Why? Because there is a problem with the connection. And that is how our life is with God, with all that we are looking for. There is nothing that we are looking for that is not in existence. Everything is already in existence. But the download time, the time that it takes for us to download, is determined by how well we are maintaining our connection with this source, infinite intelligence. And so when you are confronted with a problem, when you are trying to create something, when you are trying to do something, then you go into books, you go to people, and begin to ask their opinion, like what we do. People go into markets and other places, they perform their surveys, and then based on that, they create something. And so what they do is that what they are creating is just the repetition of the old stuff. No new things coming up, you see. But only those who don't consult anyone, but they create or purposely create a direct connection with the higher self, the infinite intelligence that knows and that has answers and that does everything. And once they have it, you don't even hear about them. And it's just like you making a simple click on your computer and everything is downloaded onto your laptop. And then when they show it to us, then we marvel. Today, I'm exposing you to the truth the power, and the energy, the wisdom that you possess, but you have to access it. You have to access it. And to access it, you have to keep the line, the alignment, the link between you and your higher self. And as I have always been doing, I try as much as you can to explain this relationship between us and our higher self, God. I think the word God is more convenient for people. And therefore, God, or infinite intelligence, I will use these two terms, is everything. And I remember when we were in church, and if then we are singing this song, there is a song that says that God's love is so huge, that it's so deep that you cannot go under it. It's so high, tall, that you cannot go over it. It's so wide that you cannot go around it. You see, and that is who God is. That is the intelligence that you are connected with is. What you have access to, your ability to do, your ability to know, your ability to have, has no limit. It has no limit. You cannot go above it. You cannot go below it. You cannot go around it. All you have to do is to be in it. Once you are in it, there is no limit to that. There is a limitation only when you are not connected to this stream of well-being, the stream or the wealth of things, you see. And that is the work of infinite intelligence. And so what you can know, or what your ability to know, has no limit. But it is you that has always been, condemning yourself, proclaiming that for you, you do not have education, you do not have this, you do not have the, so you cannot do anything. And therefore you condemn yourself. By so doing, you are blocking the link between you and your higher self. And therefore, whatever you were doing is so painful. It's just like someone who has clicked on the connection to, or the network to the server is banned. And so he's clicked on the button, and sometimes the person goes to bed and wake up the following morning, that thing is still rolling. You don't have to do anything but to seek to check on your connection. And that is by the way you think, by the way you feel. God is so wonderful that He has given us wonderful tools. And you will know this momentarily as to whether you are fully connected with your higher self or you are disconnected with your higher self. And when you are disconnected, the infinite intelligence that is bound, that you're supposed to access, you struggle, you are unable to do that. You see? So you will see a disconnected person by how you will know whether you are connected with the source of everything or you are disconnected. And that is by how you feel. A powerless person is the one that is gripped with fear, worry, anxiety. Any negative feeling is an indication that you are not in tune with yourself. You are not in alignment with yourself. And at that time, everything that you will do is painful. It's toil. You are toiling. But a man that is in alignment, is in tune with him or herself, a man or woman that is in tune with him or herself, feel enthusiastic, feel that kind of joy. He's always excited. He knows. And then he moves with power and authority. And then people look around. Sometimes people even look at such people and then they say sarcastic things about them. As for this guy or as for this lady, she's not serious. She's always happy. I don't know what she knows. In this world, in this situation, in this world that things are going bad, and this guy is always happy. Don't mind them. And so when they are looking for people to talk about issues, they say, oh, don't call that guy. He's not serious. Whatever you are saying, he's laughing. He's always happy. And so humanity has trained themselves. We have trained ourselves to come to the point that we value unhappiness than happiness. And that is how we cut ourselves off from the intelligence, the wisdom that we are supposed to be downloading from our higher self. And so, the only thing that you have to do in your life is to change your perception, your concept, and your view about life. You are not here to be sad. You are not here to worry about things. You are not here to engage any negative feeling or emotions on earth here. But you are here to be a powerful, a true, fulfilling, a happy person, joyous person that is co-creating with his higher self or her higher self all the time and bringing beautiful and wonderful things into the world. And therefore, the way you will know as to whether you are connected with yourself and you are in tune with yourself, you are full with yourself, is how you feel. And we are the only person that knows how you feel. Therefore, when you are feeling anything other than happy and excitement, that means you are cutting yourself off infinite intelligence. And therefore, you lack knowledge, you lack understanding. And so everything that you do is perplexity. Everything that you do is pain. Everything you do in life is worry, suffering. You see? And so you are not created, you are not brought into the world without a provision for you. But it is your responsibility to access this provision. And so there is a powerful presence. There is infinite intelligence around us. And this infinite intelligence permeates and penetrates every interspace of the universe. And therefore, once we cooperate, when we bring ourselves in alignment with this intelligence, we will see what no man has ever seen and bring it to the world. We will feel what no man had ever felt, and then we'll bring it to the world. We will bring beautiful and wonderful revolutionary things into the world because we are in tune and in alignment with a source of infinite intelligence. And so if you are looking for wisdom, that is why the Bible says, whoever is seeking wisdom, let him ask from God. And God, who gives without withholding, will give abundantly to the person. You are not shortchanged. You are a beautiful and a wonderful person. You are created after the image and the likeness of God. You are born and created perfect. You have no limitation. You have no limitation whatsoever except those you have placed upon yourself by using your mind negatively. Therefore, begin to change your concept. Begin to change your mindset. All that I'm doing here is to appeal to you to change your mindset from negativity to positivity. And any man or woman that is always in positivity is always in alignment with infinite intelligence. And he does things and does them beautifully and wonderfully. And that is when you say you are indeed a true human being who is full of himself, who is one with himself. And as Jesus Christ observed, that a house divided against itself cannot stand. And so when you are divided, when you and your lower self and your higher self are not in tune, then you create discord. And as I use the computer and the server analogy, when you don't connect your cable, the cable that links your computer and the server, or if you don't connect it wirelessly on the internet or whatever network that you are using, then you begin to download, then you are making a fool of yourself. And it is the same way. If you are unable to connect yourself, your lower self to your higher self, and you are trying to do things on this earth, then you are making a fool of yourself. And this fool, almost all human beings, we are making fool of ourselves. And that is why we see only pain and suffering. We see only people who are failing, who are doing only ordinary things, because they haven't connected themselves to the source of everything, the wisdom, the intelligence that knows and that creates, that molds and shapes wonderful and new things in the world. That is my message for you. You are born and created powerful. So take it as your divine right. Now, May the overshadowing presence of God that keeps the stars in the open such that they do not fall on us, that keeps the planets in their various orbits such that they do not collide with one another, lead and guide you, direct you, such that you become awakened to the true person that you are, the true image and the likeness of God that you are, that you will work in alignment cooperatively, that you will discipline your mind, you will take a positive mindset, and then take responsibility and accountability for your own choices. And as you begin to become attentive to your feelings and making the correction, adjustment based on what you are thinking, your subject of attention, you bring yourself back in alignment with your true self. That is who you are truly is. And as you do that, your life will begin to unfold. And then people will begin to ask, is it not this person? Is it not this guy who was walking here aimlessly? How come that? Then you will turn around and tell them, because I have found the truth. I have found the peace within me, and that peace is manifested in all these things. You can do that too. All of us can do that too. That is my message for you. You will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Thank you, and God bless you.